Yo, what's up? I'm Ian255, and on Tuesday, the United States voted on its next president. And then we didn't know the results. As you would expect, it took ages for the votes to be counted, and they're still being counted. And we still haven't got an official projection, but it is pretty clear that Joe Biden is heavily favoured at this point to be the next president. He has 264 electoral college votes to Joe Biden's 214 projected for him. Unless you ask some people who say it's actually only 253 to 214. So, all depends on whether or not they consider Arizona safe for Biden or not. But anyway, it's been a very tight race, especially once Donald Trump was projected to win Florida. It became pretty obvious that it was going to be a tough one to get a read for, and it could really have gone either way. And that's the way it was looking until states like Wisconsin, Joe Biden managed to get ahead in Wisconsin, and then Michigan was projected for him. Wisconsin would follow, and that sort of set Biden on the path to victory. And now with leads in Arizona, Nevada, and Georgia and Pennsylvania joining his column today, he's looking well set to take, if he wins all those states, a pretty comfortable win in the Electoral College. But let's have a little talk about the Senates, because I believe that's where the real battle is right now. And it's all to do with these four Senate races. Well, these three Senate races, basically. Alaska hasn't been projected for the Republican merely because of how few votes been counted, but you would expect that will go to him in due course. So, as you can see, the Republicans have flipped Alabama's Senate seat towards them, and the Democrats flipped Colorado and Arizona to make a net gain of one. Remember, they need 3 Senate seats in order to force a 50-50 tie. If we look at, well, we'll look at North Carolina first, because North Carolina have counted 94% of the votes for the Senate, and there is almost 2% between Tillis and Cunningham, the Democrats, so it's looking fairly good for the Republicans in North Carolina, which means they would make it up along with Alaska to 50 seats. So really, there is no margin for error for the Democrats unless they somehow pull off a surprise comeback there. But good news for them is, in Georgia's normal Senate election, 98% of the vote counted. It's looking like this one will go to a runoff election, because the Republican candidate hasn't made 50% of the votes. So that would require a runoff between the top 2 candidates in January in order to determine who actually gets the seat. Georgia's special election is also going to run off, but that was more obviously predicted and will also be a hotly contested election. Those two will be critical if the Democrats have any ambition of taking the Senate, and the Senate will be critical for Joe Biden if he wishes to get, well, basically anything done as the president. It's very difficult to get around the Senate, and current Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has indicated that he will attempt to block as much of a Biden administration as he can if he retains the Senate for his party. Anyway, that's all I really want to talk about. It's been an interesting few days, and thank God there aren't any elections closer to home for me to deal with. Oh, wait. Yeah, save for those. And see you next week, because I'm still doing these.